Hey guys, welcome back to the coffee table build. I'm going to get a few things cleaned up today. Might do a little carving on the front of this. And let's get this thing ready for some finish. So for those that have seen me do live edges before, you'll know I like to epoxy the live edge for a couple reasons. One, if you have any loose material on it, it tends to capture that loose material instead of falling off all over your room. The other reason is it just gives a little more pop to the live edge when you put finish on it. And thirdly, these live edges tend to be what takes the most abuse from people rubbing up against them or touching or whatever. So this just helps protect that. And I use these little acid brushes with this particular one. Wants to drop some hairs on here. That's okay. So we're just going to use figure eights up here to attach to the slab. And of course we pre-drilled in the last video, we pre-drilled these holes through here and we'll be running lags in there. But we can go ahead and get these set up and we can get a little finish put on this while the epoxy is curing on the slab. So on darker woods, I like to start with a coat of Armor Seal to really bring out the grain in the darker woods before we go with the water-based finish as the top coat. And we're just getting a jump on this while we wait for epoxy to cure. So I know that this isn't going to show up real good on film because it's awful bright outside and we are still waiting for epoxy to cure, but we're actually going to power carve this end. And I got bubbles up here from the epoxy, but that's okay because I think most of that's going to go away. We're just going to lighten this edge quite a bit with the power carving, and frankly I think we're going to do more on the underside than we're going to do on the top side. But what I can do up front is just get some rough layout lines of how far in I'm going to go, because I got to be sure to stay away from those Dutchmen. And that's a rough line there, but I think over here we can go a little bit deeper here. And of course all this stuff will sand off. And then we also have to know, how far does this slope off? I think under here, we'll go somewhere in here. And from the underside, I think we'll take it more, and we'll come up somewhere in here. And even those lines are parallel. When we power carve, it won't actually be that way. So again, I apologize for the light, but this power carving is going to be done outside. Once this epoxy cures up, I'll kind of show you what we're doing.